What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville extra, honey. I will be reading out of the Facebook group for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So without further ado, honey, let's get off into it, honey. Let's see what type of tea, honey, is being spilled in these here groups. Let's see. So a person made a post saying, is Canvas Beauty getting sued? Okay, this is pertaining to Stormy's business, you guys. Canvas Beauty, they are alleging, honey, that she had some court day. It would have been yesterday? No, a couple of days ago, April 10th at 9:30. Canvas Beauty Brands LLC. They have a judge, Karen K. Hall. Let's see what the people are saying about this, honey, because I know they got something to say. So one person says, Stormy said yesterday that her lawyer called with good news. Not sure what that means. Maybe it was dismissed, or maybe she's trying to get in front of the story. Another person says she probably will try to get a settlement. Ooh, child. Another person says, I heard she didn't pay warehouse fees or something like that, in addition to being sued for something regarding her product. Seeing that she's so transparent, let's see if this comes up. Ooh, child. Y'all leave Stormy alone, honey. She trying, huh? Honey, I don't quite know, you guys, what to think of Stormy, though. Like, I'm over here rolling my eyes, honey, and sucking my teeth. Okay, I just feel like Stormy has developed an image that she wants the viewing audience to believe. Like, I don't know. She wants us to think that she's this really nice person. Meanwhile, we're not seeing you do such nice things. We see your mammy all on the show, honey, dragging Melody, and you just letting her, and you act funny with Melody too. Like, girl, make it make sense. Okay, make it make sense. So another person says, Betty must have figured out that the person who told her that Mel didn't want Stormy on the show and called her ghetto. It's the truth, though. It's the person who actually called her daughter ghetto. The reunion will be interesting. I wonder who that person is. Destiny is the person that told that lady that. You could tell by Destiny's behavior all last season with how she got into it with Miss Van and told her to keep pimping her daughter. Okay, just ain't got no respect, honey, for the elders, honey. Okay, and Miss Van is actually an elder on that show that should be respected. I don't know about the rest of them first floor heifers on the show like Miss Betty and Miss Wanda, honey, but Miss Van ain't never did nothing to nobody. Okay, so I knew Destiny was a very unhappy soul, honey, when I seen her doing that. But yeah, she the one that probably got all up in Stormy ear. Yeah, girl, you know she said this about you. Yeah, girl, yeah, she knows she said that. You know what you hating heifers do when you fall out with your good Judy, honey. You try to tell other people what they done said about them, because you ain't get no phone call back. Okay, now Stormy ain't getting no damn phone calls either. Okay, Melody said, honey, God said go. God said to cut you off. Woo, that would be funny if Melody got down to the reunion saying, honey, God said for me to go. Okay, I ain't got time to be talking to you, Stormy. Okay, or Destiny. Let's see what the rest of you people got to say. Okay, so one person says, why you think she figured it out? Has she changed her tune yet? Do you think it was Destiny? The person replies to that person and says, because Carlos King told the truth on how Mel fought for Stormy to get on the show, while Betty and Stormy made it seem like they got Stormy on the show on her own. Huh? Because they were interested in Stormy, and Betty lied saying Melody didn't want Stormy on the show. My issue with these shows is it seemed like Stormy and Melody was cool. She used her house to do the Telltale Signs video. It just seemed like they get cool and then I don't know. It's just weird on this show how folks be falling out. But hell, I guess I will fall out with folks too if they acting fake and talking behind my back and hanging with the ops. Okay? So one person says, I wish she would change her tune and Stormy and Mel could actually encourage and promote each other. It could happen, but that apology needs to come first. So they're talking about they feel like Stormy would have to, give Melody an apology. Another person says, apology or no apology won't make a difference. Melody has seen all these people for who they are, opportunistic, entitled, and disrespectful, and ungrateful people. That ship has sailed. If only she would have been the side chick friend. If only she would not have befriended Destiny and listened to her lies. If only she would have hung out with the ex-husband's current chick, maybe, but too much has happened. Melody is a Scorpio and they don't do well with betrayal. Here y'all go again with that Melody is a Scorpio stuff. I don't think anybody do too well with betrayal, honey. Okay? Well, some people be forgiving folks. I'm not about that life, though. I gotta really care about you for me to forgive you, for you to be back in my life. That's how that has to happen. But if I don't give a damn about you, fuck you. Shit. The hell on up my face. Okay? So, honey, let's check out this clip of Carlos King and Melody talking about how Stormy got on the show, honey. That way we all are clear, okay?
Happened. We have a show called Bill Collective that is based in Jackson, Mississippi. Stormy is from Mississippi. And when we were filming Bell Collective Season 1, Stormy name came up because I think at that time she was living in Mississippi, so she was on our radar. And I think Angela may have reached out. So Stormy was on our radar in terms of somebody who we saw for Bell Collective until we found out that, you don't live in Jackson, Mississippi. You live on the outskirts, like maybe 2 hours away from Jackson. So we were like, I don't know if that's gonna work, sis. Like, we shoot in Jackson. So she was on our radar. Number one. Number two, before we started filming, I think it was season 3, contacted us and said, I have this friend named Stormy who I think would be great for this show. And me and Angela was like, wait, Stormy still? Campus Girl Beauty, whatever? Yeah. And you were like, yeah. I said, oh my gosh, we know her. You said, well, look, I think she's going to move to Huntsville. I think you guys should meet with her. And I was like, wait, she's going to move to Huntsville because we thought she was in Mississippi. He was like, no, I think she's going to move to Huntsville. She hasn't moved yet, but I think she will. But y'all, of course, do the conversations. And that's how we were able to talk to her about Love and Marriage Huntsville, because you initiated the conversation to let us know that she was going to move to Huntsville.
Yeah, well, no, she was in Huntsville.
She was in Huntsville at that time, okay.
So by the time I talked to you guys, I was like, hey, y'all need to meet her, and she will be good for the show. So, and Carlos, sometimes it comes to bite me in the butt, but I'm always that person, literally, even from Kiki, and you know this, I'm always that person who literally, when a person shares with me something they want to do or a vision or where they want to go, I try to figure out how can I help you get there. Okay, so what's for you? You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I am. You could tell me right now that there was something you want to do. I know a connect, or possibly I don't say, let me connect y'all. here's his number, here, do y'all thing. And that's just that's how I move. That's how I move.
So y'all heard it. It was Melody, honey, that helped Stormy get on this here show. And look at how she pay her back. Okay? Look at how she pay her back. Got her mother talking all this bullshiggity about her. All right. So in other news, honey, we got Miss Wanda. And she is up at the courthouse taking some pictures, honey, with some white people, honey. And the caption reads, "Sure enough, Miss Wanda says, honey, it is time to go to court. We sent you a letter out, but you did not reply back to it. So to you, it's time to go to court. Did not apply back to the judge. Ordered now. You got to come all the way to Bessemer to court. Shame on you." Miss Wanda, why you can't get these damn sentences together? Okay, why you can't get this shit together? If this ain't a run-on sentence, this run-on sentence, honey, is doing a running man, okay? Bring it back, Miss Wanda, okay? I got my lawyer team together. Do you? LOL. You could have put a question mark right there, Miss Wanda, but we know you don't know how to put, your punctuation marks in the right places at the right times. I'm looking at who liked this post. Miss Letitia M. Scott. My soul said that I can like my mother's post. And I got the same problems, honey, that my mama got. I don't know how to speak, spell, or write either. Child. Ooh, Miss Wanda is a fool. Child, somebody said in the comments, child, will somebody build a bingo hall for this chick to go on to? They talk about Miss Wanda. Another person says, I sure hope that judge has an interpreter. Honey, you gonna need it, honey. Okay, you gonna need it. You better rack his size. So, some other news the people is talking about. One person makes a post and says, so, Canvas Beauty received a $81,000 PPP loan that was forgiven. What is the cap the company can make to get approved for a PPP loan? At what point during the application process can they deny the loan due to the amount of net profit a business makes? Allegedly, this is a multi-million-dollar businesswoman, a very profitable businesswoman who waves $50,000 in her hand like a plucked chicken. Not a plucked chicken. Why would she need to borrow anything? $81,000 at that. Her employees didn't get paid around this time either. Something is beginning to show fakerism around here. In my Auntie Ann voice, go check out her latest video. You just never know who's lying and who's telling the truth. For real, for real. I didn't know the rules on these loans, so that's why I need clarification ASAP. So somebody responds to this person and says Jay-Z received a PPP loan forgiveness and he is a billionaire. This is silly. Now the person says you got it all wrong. The loan could be used for more than payroll, and any good business person would and did apply for, receive, and do the necessary paperwork to get the loan forgiven. We did it and we'll do it again. This is what it looks like to take things too far. I guess, honey. So another person makes a post and says, do y'all think the reason why Martel went through 3 attorneys is because he couldn't keep up with the payments, so they dropped him? Ooh, child. Did they drop Hookhead? It was probably his damn mouth, not even the money part, honey, okay? Because you know that demon, honey, get the spewing out all types of hate. Ain't nobody helping that fool on no case. One person says he is probably a difficult client who thinks he knows more than the attorneys and isn't willing to take their advice. They probably weren't saying what he wanted to hear. Ooh, child. Another person says he said from his own mouth that he got mad when his lawyer charged him $10,000 for 21 days of work. He also said from his mouth that he didn't want to go to trial because it would cost $40,000 to $50,000. Another person says, to retain, you have to pay. Perhaps the lawyers weren't providing the quality of work that he was supposed to for what they were charging. Him complaining about billing doesn't equate to financial difficulty. Every human has done that. Child, I don't think so, honey. Hook-headed is just difficult, period. He probably didn't have the money. Okay, he the same fool out here charging to, do an interview with him? Honey, I could speak to any narcissist off the street for free. Why would I pay money, and invest it into you? Okay, I still can't get over that. He's trying to charge folks all this money to interview him. Child, make it make sense. So another person made a post and said, the fake storyline is ridiculous. Every time Mel interacts with Martel, she wants to do a whole confessional to let us know how much he still wants her. She is absolutely and utterly ridiculous for this. Ooh, child, what y'all think about that? One person says, is everyone not still using her for a storyline so she can't do the same? Another person says, it's getting a bit monotonous on Melody's part. Ooh, child. Another person says he definitely does want to be a part of her life in whatever way allows him some type of control. I think she mentions it because he says one thing in front of the camera and does another thing behind it, pointing out his behavior. Another person says, notice all the women that's mad because Martel wants his wife back. Laughing emojis. Do y'all think women are upset that Martel want Melody back? Y'all think that? Put it in the comments if you believe women are mad at that. I don't think anybody is mad at that. So one person says, I believe Mel when it comes to that. Martel thinks he can do what he wants, but none of his women can. His women? What women he got? Coleslaw and Sheree. Mel ain't his woman no more. She been dropped that loser. It's like he thinks it's 1920. No way a decent man would continue on with the relationship with a woman who has the mindset of a first grader with 3 daughters. I just can't see it. Ooh, child. So another person made a post that said, since Mel can't get along with the other cast members of Love and Marriage Huntsville, why not give her her own spinoff and let her do her own thing by herself? That way we can enjoy the show with the remaining cast members and won't have to be bothered with seeing the she-devil and her pit bulls, and mellow meters can have her all to themselves. Sounds like a win-win situation to me. Ooh, child, this person is sick of Melody, honey. So one person responds to this and says, I guess you know better than Carlos King and the OWN executives. Carlos said out of his mouth that Mel is the star of the show. When Mel leaves, 500,000 viewers will leave with her. Then you will be left with Marceau and Tisha lying about everything. The show without her viewers will most likely be canceled. Ooh, honey, that's a good point. Because that's all Tisha and Marceau go do is sit up and lie. Maurice is going to try to triangulate Kimmy and Kiowa into some type of argument or friction or drama about Monster, honey. That's just how the show go. Poor Kiki ain't going to be able to get a word in edgewise. Because cousin Tisha don't want her on the show telling the truth, honey. Okay. So we got another post by somebody, honey, talking about Stormy and Miss Betty. The post says, it was so selfish of Stormy's mother to not care about the backlash Stormy would get behind her nasty post, knowing how emotionally fragile she gets with social media. Miss Betty is absolutely disgusting. Ooh, child. So one person says to that, Stormy is no victim. She was throwing her shade on social media too. Her mother is just more direct with it. Do y'all agree with that? I agree with that. Stormy do be throwing shade. Okay? And then be trying to play the victim. Girl, bye. Another person says, even if Stormy had come out and apologized for her mother's dragging of Mel and made it clear that she disagreed, a lot of folks would have let her and her business somewhat off the hook. Instead, she doubled down and said her mother is always right and was complicit with what her mother said about Mel. Her mother is just evil and unapologetic about it, even if it hurts her daughter in the process. Bitter Betty's hate for Mel must be bigger than her concern for her daughter's business. Yeah, it's just gonna make a lot of people not want to support her, honey, okay? It's gonna make a lot of people not want to be bothered with Stormy. A lot of people feel like Stormy is a flip-flop, period. Okay? So, child, another person makes a post and makes a very good point. The person says, didn't Stormy say she and Mel were associates? Now, didn't Stormy mommy come out on social media with a lot of negative BS about Mel? Didn't Stormy follow up and say usually her mom is right about people? Yep, she did say that. Wasn't the reunion in October and they started back filming before Christmas? That's like 2 months, right? Stormy says she don't DM her friends. Well, didn't she label Mel as an associate? Exactly. What I don't understand is why Stormy is so pressed to talk with Mel. She hasn't spoken with any of the cast, right? Wasn't the cast kicking it and partying without Mel? Yep. Now when cameras are rolling, she's concerned about a text or conversation. Help me to understand. And grown women with careers in business don't worry about a phone call. We enjoy each other when we connect. That's called having a life. Aren't people still complaining about not receiving their back orders? Shouldn't Stormy be more concerned about that? Ooh, I know that's right. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Stormy might want to call those people back. They want to talk. Ooh, child. Child, they drag Stormy, honey. They got you, honey. Okay, got your ass, Mr. Postman. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.